PlayStation is always known, especially because of its exclusive games. So today we're going to see some of the PS5 exclusive games announced, coming out in 2025 or 2026 and beyond. And some of these games are also coming out to PC, but on consoles only on PS5, at least for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you enjoy it, leave your comments in the comment section too, clicking the like and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much and let's go. Ghost of Yotei is the sequel of the acclaimed game Ghost of Tsushima. Now we are going to play an adventure set over 300 years later.
People come north to disappear.
The game is being developed by Sucker Punch Productions, and the players will explore the lands and the surrounds of Yotei, and will see different types of environments through the game, as overgrown areas to cold and snowy places, all that set in the year 1603, with amazing graphics and a huge open world to explore. The first game was really beautiful, so I believe this one is going to be even more. But to see it, we need to wait until some moment of 2025, and it's coming out only on PS5. Death Stranding 2 is the sequel of the first Death Stranding, a very original game by the way, and the game is obviously being developed by Kojima Productions, so prepare for a crazy and immersive story.
Side plate gate terminal. After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan.
The core of the game will be almost the same of the first game, at least from what we know, but we'll obviously see some new features too. After connecting everyone in the first game, we'll see some of the consequences of this deed in this game, and also explore a whole new area and connect some new people too.
Into the network. Any orders anymore. So after
the first game was once an exclusive of PlayStation 4, but today you can also play on Xbox Series or even PC, as it's now a Kojima's game and not Sony's anymore. Death Stranding 2 is coming out in 2025, but still with no release date, and it was announced as an exclusive of PlayStation 5, and will probably be, at least for the first year.
Don't act like you don't see it.
Where Winds Meet is a new open-world action RPG with the famous Souls-like style that's so popular today. The game is being developed by Everstone Studios and looks very promising. The game will be set in a mythological China and promises to be a huge game with a vast open world to explore and discover new things and places, searching for better items or even searching for powerful enemies or bosses. For the ones who likes action RPG, this one looks very good, but we need to wait until some moment of 2025 or 2026 to finally play the game, and it's coming out only on PS5 and PC. Phantom Blade Zero is the new fast-paced action RPG, and I must say that the gameplays and videos of this game looks completely impressive, and it's being developed by the studio S-Game. This game is fast, brutal and absolutely beautiful. I would even say it is one of the most beautiful games reviewed so far. And some people take this game as a Souls-like, but it's not a Souls-like in its core, but a game that takes inspiration from some Souls-like games. It looks very good, but this is the game that we're still kinda far to finally play. The developers said we still need to wait a little long to see the final version of the game. Maybe the end of 2025, but I'd even say 2026 or even 2027. And it's coming out only on PS5 and PC. Project The Perceiver is a Chinese fast-paced action RPG set in an open world with a Souls-like gameplay style, and the game has been developed by the studio Paper Games. The first thing that we notice in this game is its fluency, with an amazing graphic style, especially because of the movements of the characters and enemies, what makes us think that exploring the huge open world of the game will surely be extremely fun. The game looks awesome, but you still need to wait a little bit longer, as there is no release date yet, but it may come out in 2025 or 2026 to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and PC, but the PlayStation 4 version could be cancelled. Lost Soul Aside is a new hack-and-slash game, with fast-paced gameplay inspired in Devil May Cry and also Final Fantasy XV, and the game is being developed by the studio Zero Games. It's being developed in Unreal Engine, and in the gameplays and trailers it looks very interesting, with a fast and unique combat system, with good mechanics, great enemies and also bosses. So if you miss the good and old hack-and-slash games, you should keep an eye out for this one. The game is probably coming out in 2025, but there is no release date yet, and it's coming out for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and PC, and also PlayStation 4 version could be cancelled, but not so far. Ballad of Antara is a upcoming fantasy action RPG set in a peaceful and magical world, with a fast-paced gameplay and fluid combat style, and it's being developed by Tipworks Studio. Embark on a perilous journey, seek out colossal divine creatures, and recover lost and disordered essences, set in a sort of open land with challenging enemies and powerful bosses.
But all that came were inferior shades.
The game will be a single player, but also a game that you can play in co-op mode. For those who likes to play with friends, it looks very good, and it's coming out only on PS5 and a PC in some moment of 2025.
Listen to me, burnt one. If you're
The Midnight Walk is a very interesting game that when I saw I got absolutely impressed. The game will be set in a fantasy world, filled with all types of horror things, all that made with clay and animated in stop motion style. The game is being developed by Moonhood, and look at the visuals, bro, it's amazing. The environments and all creatures of the game looks absolutely awesome, and the game is from the same creators of Lost in Random, so I expect a very original and unique game, and it looks like we'll have that. The game will also be a VR game, but you can play without a VR system, and it will be coming out in 2025 or 2026 to PlayStation 5 or PC. Marvel Wolverine is the new action-adventure game developed by the studio responsible for the new Spider-Man game on PS4 and PS5. And once again, they'll create a huge single-player game where you explore as a superhero. And now with Logan, the Wolverine. From what I know, the game will be set in the same universe of the Spider-Man games. But this time it won't be exactly open-world game, but a sort of linear with some open sections to explore. Well, it didn't see much so far, but it looked good. But you need to wait until some moment of 2025, and it's coming out only on PS5. Sword of the Sea is a game that mixes skateboarding and snowboarding with exploration and a sort of contemplation, I'd say, similar to what Journey did back then. The game is being developed by the studio Giant Squid, and I must say that when I first saw this game I got impressed. It looks really fun to explore the huge and impressive environment that will be present in the game, all that with a fast and dynamic gameplay. If you like different experiences on video games, you should keep an eye out for it, as it looks very good, and it's coming out only on PS5 and PC, with no release date yet, but I believe it's coming out in 2025. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate if you can help me by subscribing or liking or commenting the video. Thank you so much again. Watch another video in the channel. There's a lot of videos already. Thank you so much and so long.